You guys, we got lost at sea!
It was so awesome. It was so awesome.
So awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Elira, we went to Antarctica together.
I was so sick.
I know you were.
I was so sick, and then I recovered, and then I got so sick again.
It's the Drake Passage, man.
Guys, it's no joke, okay?
And I was like, oh, I'll go and I won't tell them. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, you guys, look. I was like, wait, why don't we just all go? So then I asked you guys. And Elira immediately, hell yeah. I was like, Elira, the timeline is like kind of really difficult, especially for you. Would it be okay? She was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Finana couldn't go, but
yeah,
we thought of her.
We did.
Do you think Finana would have liked it? There were parts of...
I can't imagine her on that boat.
I was gonna say, I think there's parts of it that I was like, oh, it's a good thing Finana's not here.
I don't know.
Like, obviously, I would have wanted her to come. But, yeah.
It was a lot of hiking.
It was a lot of hiking. The boat wasn't very luxurious.
Nope.
Especially because she went on, like, a really nice boat cruise or something not too long ago.
Yeah. That was fun.
It was fun. Also, I see some of you guys being like, oh, I looked up how much this cost. Pomu spent a lot of money going on the trip. I got it all half off. And also cheaper than what you guys are even typing, so...
It was expensive, guys.
It was still expensive, yeah.
The CAD conversion is no joke.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
But I was like, okay. I was like dead for like 6 days of it though, so...
Elira went... Oh my gosh. Elira came straight from Japan to do this. It was like... So... The timing was so bad, and she was like the biggest trooper.
I was on a plane for like at least 40 hours in a row.
Yeah!
With layovers. Yeah. Like, I came straight from Japan, went home to change my stuff.
Yep.
Flew to where we were meeting.
Yep.
And then we flew from where we met to Argentina.
Yep.
And then we flew again after that to get to the point of where we get on the boat. And it was like at least 40 hours in total I was on an airplane.
Yeah, she like and awake too, like so crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep on the plane, so I was just awake for like 2 days straight, 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my flight home from Japan got delayed too by like 5 hours or whatever.
Right.
So it was
right.
even worse.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, when we got to the first, when we got to the hotel,
I fell asleep for like 18 hours.
You did. I was like, Elira, do you want to go out and like walk around? She's like, no.
I was awake for like so long, and then I fell asleep for a whole day.
But we also had our briefing about the Drake Passage, and we were like, yeah, Drake.
We were so excited. We were like, yeah, the most roughest waters in the world. That's so awesome.
Awesome.
Little did I know. Me.
Yeah, you.
That I would die.
You really
can't believe how bad it was. I don't even get motion sick.
They said the Drake Passage would be about 1 a.m. And, oh yeah, we felt it. Like, I wrote, I didn't sleep much because of the rocking, but it was an experience to build character.
Feel it until I woke up.
Really? Oh, yeah. It's like, the worst is when you wake up, I was fine, and when I sat up is when I was like, oh shit, now I'm actually motion. But you were
so bad, guys.
You were just
so
the whole time.
It's so bad, guys. Like, I don't get seasick, I don't get motion sick, I don't get anything. This was the first time in my life, besides when I used like VR, when I understood what motion sickness felt like. I think I puked like 2 days in a row straight.
I tried to get
you to eat. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink water.
Nope.
I couldn't eat.
Nope.
It got to the point where the doctor on boat had to give me like she prescribed me motion sickness medicine that was so strong that it would just make me pass out.
Yeah.
So I slept for 2 more days. I was just puking so much that my throat just like went away. And then the
So
doctor was
bad.
like, oh my God. And then she gave me medicine. And then if I woke up, it would make me pass out for like 8 hours. And then I'd wake up and I'd just take another one and be like, good night, Pomu.
Ship was so small, if you take a bigger ship, you're not going to feel the rocking so much. But for us, we could feel the rocking like crazy. Oh
Yeah.
God.
My body was like, I couldn't. It's so.
Oh, it's so bad.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
I could just feel myself like moving so much constantly. Like you can't stand up straight.
So I guess if you plan on doing this, maybe try for a bigger ship.
Or just take the knockout medicine for unless you want to experience 2 days straight pukage like I did, then
I didn't puke.
go for it. No, you didn't. I didn't think I was going to.
I know. I almost puked at one point. I was just like, oh, and then I went, oop.
No, that's so gross.
And then I wrote, we felt really bad and slept most of the day, even though we were like, yippee, Drake Passage the day before. This is us, da-dang, in front of the Ushuaia sign. We're so cute. Look at that. I don't think you were there for this.
I was asleep.
You were asleep. That's us there. I think I took another picture. It's so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. You guys, look at this picture I took of this bird. He's staring right into the camera. It was actually, it was a motion picture. Like, you know how... You know how like when you take a picture and sometimes it'll show you like the motion, like the few seconds before you take it? It was like him looking sideways and then going right at my camera. Why is he looking at me like that? This was the dining area in our ship. All the tables and chairs are all chained to the floor. It's kind of freaky.
Oh yeah, so that they don't move during the Drake.
Yeah. The guy who would clean our room, sometimes when we would leave, if we ever left, Elira.
Poor guy. I was so sick. And he's like, can I clean? And I'm like, as long as you're okay with me sleeping.
He would come in and he would make little animals out of the blankets.
Yeah, the towel art.
Yeah, it was so cute. This one's a penguin and he made like a monkey. And I think he made a dog at one point.
Jump scared me.
It would jump scare us every time.
What the fuck?
It was so cute.
The monkey that he made was not a normal monkey, everybody, okay? Like, he used a clothes hanger to, like, make it hang.
Yeah, it was hanging.
On the wall.
It was
like,
hanging on the wall.
Would clip it so that it was hanging on the wall like a real monkey. And then you would open your door and then you would turn.
Hanging there.
And there would just be something hanging over my bed. And I was like, what the fuck?
Finally got to see. This is like one of the first couple of glaciers that we started to see. Glaciers were so far away. Wow. Wowie.
I was still dead here.
Yeah, Elira wasn't good until like day 4 or 5, I think. We saw glaciers, land formation, saw a few penguin colonies. Oh yeah, we saw them swimming in the water. It was so cute. It was so cute. The penguins are so funny.
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
At the beginning, but then it started getting worse.
It did,
and then
it
day
did.
2, it was like, I need the doctor or else I
Yeah.
have to get off the boat now. No, not that extreme, but I was like,
I fell over.
that's like, you know, if you fall, you fall. There was a lot of snow.
I couldn't help it. There was so much snow. It's in the video. I actually took that clip on accident.
No.
I didn't mean to film myself falling over. So during dinner, we kind of became known as like Elira and I was just like the people that always sat together.
We were the people who sat in the same place
every time.
every meal, ate together, and then would leave together. And then other people on the boat, we didn't really talk to them that much.
No.
'Cause they're all normies.
Yeah.
And they're like socializing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one time this guy asked me a question and I answered and he's like, I know you. You're one of the girls that doesn't really talk to anyone. And I was like, what the fuck?
We're the anti-social table.
They were like, oh, you're one of the girls that sits over there and you don't really talk. And I was like, I did not spend all this money to be called out by some random ass man.
I know. I spent this much money. I don't have to talk to anybody if I don't want to.
Yeah, we were there to see ice.
Yeah.
Not people.
Not people. Why would I go to Antarctica if I wanted to see people? I came back to our room and I found that our ceiling was leaking.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The first leak.
The first. You're right.
Oh my god. Right before I left on my trip, my ceiling at my house, my tree house, started leaking too. So the leak literally followed me all the way to Antarctica. And then I wrote, why did I write this? Nights are crazy. Why did I write that? What does that mean?
The nights are crazy.
The nights are crazy, you guys. Why did I write that? We saw all the penguins like swimming around. You could see them swimming in the video too. But they were all like hopping up on shore and doing their little penguin thing. Oh, we have a picture with Petra. Petra! Look how cute, Petra!
Yeah.
We got really lucky because they said that we would do landfall, but only 2 boats got to go on land, and we were one of them. So it was super duper lucky. So we officially stepped foot onto Antarctica!
Yeah!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, Finana!
Hi. I was definitely there for the Antarctica trip. I'm actually still out there right now.
We left her.
Yeah. They forgot me, so now I just have to make friends with the penguins now.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I made a mistake. Don't laugh! We get to the shore. We get to the shore and I look down. And I'm like, oh, you guys! I wore the wrong boots!
She wore her sneakers.
I wore my sneakers!
Onto Antarctic land instead of her disinfected provided boots.
I was so... luckily, I didn't really make it that far.
Yeah, like stepped one step off and she was like, guys?
Yeah, I was like, why does it feel a little cold?
And the staff was like, oh my god, we didn't check your feet.
Yeah, they were very nice. They were just like, they took me back. I got like my own private boat to go back to the ship. And they were like, it's our fault because we should have made sure that you were wearing the right shoes. It was so dangerous. It was so scary. I was like, of course this happens to me.
No, they said it was fine.
But now a new alien life force will be born there.
Now
from
Pomu
my
will
feet.
be born.
Yeah.
Pomu will be born.
A Pomu will be spawning now in Antarctica from your feet.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's going really slowly right now, but you can see the cells are multiplying. You're like IRL Minecraft.
I know. It looks just like Minecraft for real.
Now I'm just missing the polar bear attacks.
That's the North
That's
Pole.
not Antarctica.
That's not Antarctica. Luckily.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
I thought there was polar bears.
that's in the north.
Oh, they live in the north.
Yeah,
Oh.
In the Arctic, not in Antarctica.
not in the Antarctica.
Oh.
Today, Finana learns.
I thought they were there too. My bad.
Oh my god, imagine if you went with us being like, I'm going to only see polar bears. I'm so excited for polar bears.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah.
Nope. No polar bears here. So we left that island, but we were not the last boat to leave that island. But
No.
we were the last boat to arrive at the ship. Because,
Oh.
you guys, we got lost at sea!
It was so awesome. It was so awesome.
God.
So awesome.
I would have panicked.
No way.
The other
We
people
were,
in the
like-
boat definitely panicked.
The boomers on the boat were so mad.
They were so mad. So basically what happened, we were lost at sea in that weather for 45 minutes, driving around in the boat. And our driver and his partner had the wrong coordinates to the ship, and it was too blistery to be able to see it. And they moved the ship to a new location for better shelter. So they didn't know. No one told them. So... So we would get to the spot and they'd be like, our guy would be like, okay, and the boat is right here. Well, and then he'd be like, it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be here.
Oh.
He was like driving and he'd be like, oh, it's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And then he would drive around for a bit longer and then he'd be like, huh, it's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And he said that 3 different times. And Pomu and I were like, woo! We were so happy. But the old lady beside me was not happy.
We had a Karen and a Kevin on the ship who were
Oh
both
my
yelling at the guy.
God.
They were like, the Karen was like, why aren't you radioing someone? You tell them we're lost. Do something. Did they leave without us? And the Kevin had like a camera that had GPS on it. And he was like, what are the coordinates? Tell me the coordinates. I'll get us back.
Yeah, and the workers were like, hold on, we are contacting someone. Give us a second.
Yeah.
It's Antarctica. The signal's not the best.
It was so, yeah.
It was so bad.
It was so funny. The guy, the Kevin too, eventually he was like, he was at the front of the Zodiac and I just watched him put his head in his hands just like, oh my God. Like, we were having so much fun. It was the perfect end to, like, that was our last boat ride, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Karen, I'll never forget her.
Yeah.
She was sitting right beside me and I was sitting on the edge of the boat and I was sitting on the edge next, like, and the driver was standing in front of me driving the boat and the Karen, like, kept trying to get closer to him to talk to him so she would push me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was, like, on
she was
the
pushing
very
you off the
edge.
boat.
Yeah, like, I was about to fall off the boat because she would keep pushing me to the very back. Lady, I'm gonna fall off!
Then we'll have a real problem.
I would've pushed her
I'm gonna
back.
take you with me.
And we watched people do the polar plunge.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Finana,
When you jump into the water.
we would make you do that, Finana.
Jump in the cold water?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if a tropical mermaid would very much like that.
I remember now. I didn't climb, and then when I wasn't climbing the hike, there was like this lady who was talking to me, and she was a girl boss. She was like, "Yeah, I go solo traveling like this all the time," and I was like, "What the hell?" And
Oh my
I was
God.
like, "Are you gonna do the polar plunge?" And she was like, "Fuck yeah, I am," and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, she was so awesome.
yeah,
I remember her.
and she was telling me about how this was like the last continent that she'd ever go to, and she was so excited. And she was telling me how when she went to the Arctic, she did it, so she had to do it on the top of the world and on the bottom of the world so that she could like check it off her bucket list.
Whoa, girl boss at the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was super girl
was-
boss.
Yeah, she was. The grandpas were getting really into it.
They were
like they
really
were
into
doing
it.
flips off the dock, and I was like,
Yeah.
"How are you so old and doing a flip?" I was like, "They're old, but they're old people who want to go to Antarctica, so they're like active."
Yeah,
old
they're active
people.
old people.
So they would like,
the,
yeah. So they were doing flips and shit, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?"
They were
they're
going
the
crazy.
you only live once people.
I know, for real. They have nothing left to lose. Started setting back towards the Drake Passage.
And then it was 2.5 days of being sick again.
Oh no, Elira, you were sick through the chaos that ensued in our bedroom that I had to go through.
I was awake for 1% of it.
1%, yeah. So, remember that room leak I talked about, you guys? So, about 1 a.m., I woke up from a dream where, in my dream, Elira and I were wringing wet socks onto the floor of our bedroom. And I was like, Huh. That's a weird dream to have. Like, also, like, because I kept hearing this wet sound. I was like, huh, that's so weird. And so I was just like, in my half-awake state, I was like, maybe I should investigate this. Maybe it wasn't just my dream. I realized that it was not from my dream, and I take out my phone and I turn on the flashlight, and our ceiling was leaking again, but this time even worse because it was right next to an outlet, and it was also dripping all over my cameras and where we had the chargers and everything like that. And I was like, oh fuck. And so it's 1 a.m. and we're in the Drake Passage, and I'm going down the hallways looking for anybody. Literally, I'm like, I'm wobbly walking to the reception. Like,
There's no room service phone?
no, well, I tried calling and no one picked up, so I walked to
Wow. Karen time, guys.
It's also
Finana-
1 in the morning.
No, I
Finana-
don't care. 1 a.m. If I'm not getting any help, I'm gonna walk straight up to them and give them a piece of my mind.
I wish almost you were there, Finana. You would have been the perfect Karen for this moment.
I know.
But I was like, so I'm like going down the hallways, like side to side, like, and it was like a ghost ship. There is nobody around. And I'm just like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And so I run back to the room. And luckily, what comes with your package is they give you this really huge waterproof jacket that's actually super duper nice. So I wiped down everything that I could, and I cover the outlet and everything with the waterproof jackets. Like both, I put both of ours on top of everything just to try and cover the plugs, and it was like so stressful. But then the next day I go to the reception and I tell them, I'm like, you guys, we have another leak. So and this time it's by the outlet. So they turn off the power in our room. Okay, perfect, awesome. Oh wait, no, they didn't turn off the power just yet. They cover the outlet with a garbage bag.
What?
Yeah, they cover the leak with a garbage bag. And then while I'm walking out to go to lunch, I smell it. Something burning.
No.
And I'm like, oh, Elira's asleep in bed at this point. And I bust out the door, and I'm like, to the guy who cleans our room, I was like, guy, there's a fire in our room.
Oh my God.
It started dripping down the walls and getting into the electrical the outlet of the light switch. And so it was smoking. There was literal smoke coming out of our light switch. And I was like, oh shit. And he like runs over and he's just like, oh, go get the electrician. And so he runs away. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I just want to eat.
Electrician? Where's the firefighters?
The boat!
And so
You
then
need a firefighters for the situation.
yeah. Then they take off. Then they turn off the power, and they take off the entire socket from the wall. So, luckily we were on our way back when this happened. I don't know why they didn't give us another room. Yeah, Lyra's still asleep through all of this.
Oh my God.
I was so sick, guys.
Yeah, she was. The Drake Passage really killed her. So
I was so sick, it wasn't even funny. That was crazy. But
Elila's
this
a
time
really
I had-
good sleeper.
yeah, she is.
I had medicine from the get-go this time, though, so like it knocked me out immediately.
But that's okay. I dealt with it. The fire in our room.
No, I just had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we were able to go together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yippee! We'll go on another trip sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna finish talking to my chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'll see you guys later.
Have a good rest of your stream.
Yeah, you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. I love you. I love you too.
I hope you guys liked all the stories. Oh my gosh, we've been holding it in for so long. I was so excited to tell you guys everything. Can I say one more thing? Oh, yeah. Here, I'll hop back in. Come back, Elira!
Oh my god, I just remembered when we went home, you ate McDonald's. And then, and then we were waiting to board our flight. You were eating McDonald's and you got in Argentina, like a kid's meal is like it's not for kids. It's for like dolls. it's for a baby that hasn't been born yet. Like the size.
It's perfect for a 9-centimeter.
Yeah, you're right. It's like the perfect size for a 9-centimeter fairy. And then this like older lady was sitting across from us while we were waiting to board our flight. I think she was on FaceTime or something with somebody.
Yeah, she was on FaceTime.
And then she came up to us and she starts talking to Pomu and she's like speaking to her in Spanish and Pomu's like, I have no idea what this lady is saying. But I guess like because some words in Spanish and French are like pretty similar, I could tell that she was asking for a photo of her McDonald's because the fries were like so small. It was like the size of a finger.
Like, so small. Like this big, literally.
She was like, Papa Fritas, small. And I was like, oh, I think she wants to take a photo of your fries. So we gave it to her and she was like, thank you. And she took a photo.
Yeah.
And then she's sitting across from us. So she goes and sits again. And she's like on FaceTime with somebody. She's like, ha ha ha, chicas Angles have Papa Fritas so small. I was like, oh, with the chicas.
we made that lady. It was so funny.
She was like, she was like explaining to the person on the phone how small it was. And she was like, chicas Angles eating Papa Fritas so small. And it was so funny.
It was so awesome. Bye-bye. 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 Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. See ya. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.